Welcome to the second part of the mathematics question WAEC 2026. Let's look at question 6a. It says in the remedial school of 13 teachers, 8 teaches government, 7 teaches geography, and 7 teaches history. 2 teaches government and geography only, 2 teach government and history only, and 3 teach geography and history only. Question A, represent the information in a Venn diagram. So let's find solution to this. In the remedial school of 13 teachers, that is a universal set. So our universal set is 13. Then we are told A teaches government. The number that teaches G for government is 8. While 7 teaches geography and 7 teaches history. The number that teaches P for geography is 7. The number that teaches H for history is also 7. Then we are told that 2 teaches government and geography only. So number that teaches government, intersection geography only, is equals to 2. Then number that teaches government and history only is also 2. Number that teaches government, intersection history is 2. Then finally we are told that number that teaches geography and history only is 3. Okay, let me put only here. It's 2. Then number that teaches geography, intersection, history only is 3. That's what the question says. So we should represent this information in a diagram. Then we didn't tell us the number that teaches government, geography, and history. So let's indicate that the number that teaches government, intersection, geography, intersection, history, we don't know the number, let's call it X. So that's what we have. With this information, I can now draw the Venn diagram. So it becomes question A. Our Venn diagram will go like this. Universal set is simply 13. So we have government, geography, and history. So this is government. Number that is government is 8. This is geography is 7. This is history is 7. So let's start with number that teaches all the subject, which is here. I'll have X here. Then 2 teaches geography and history only. Geography and government only. 2 teaches geography and government only, which is here. Here becomes 2. Then 2 teaches government and history only. Government and history is 2 also. Here becomes 2. Then 3 teaches geography and history only. Here becomes 3. So how do we get the number that teaches government only? Government only will be 8 minus 2 minus x minus 2. That will give us 4 minus x. Teaches government only. Then geography only will be 7 minus 2 minus x minus 3. That will give us 2 minus x. And finally, the number that teaches history only will also be 2 minus x. This is what we have as a Venn diagram. Let's go to question B. Question B says we should find the number that teaches geography, government, and history, which is our X from the question. That means we are going to have question B, I'm actually going 1. I'm going to have 13 is equals to 4 minus x, which is government only, plus 2, which is government and geography only, then plus 2 minus x plus x plus x plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 minus x. So I'll add this. I can add minus x plus x will give us a 0. So let's add the values. I'm having 13 is equals to 4 plus 2 is 6 plus 2 8 10 13 15. We're having 15. Then minus x will give us minus 2x. From here I can find my x. 2x is now 15 minus 13. 2x equals to 2. Therefore our s is 2 over 2. The value is 1. So therefore the number that teaches government intersection history, the value is 1. So we have 1 as that solution. The Roman figure 2 of it, we are asked to find number for P intersection H. Where's our P intersection H? So which is here. P intersection H is there. So Roman figure 2, number of P intersection H. So our P intersection H, the value is 3. So how many number is there? Value of NPH, number is just 1. So our answer is 1. The Roman figure 3, we are asked to find number of P union H prime intersection G. How many number is there? So let's first of all get our P union H. I have to go back to the diagram. So P union H, with S as 1, here becomes 3, here becomes 1, here becomes 1 also, here becomes 1. So let's get our P union H. P union H will be, let's get our P union H first. P union H will be 1, 2, and 3. That's our P union H. So P union H, we are having 1, 2, and 3. Then, what about the complement of it? The complement of it will give us 3 for P union H. We are going to have 3. So our P union H prime, or complements, the value will give us 2 and 3. Yes, 2 and 3. Then, what about the intersection G? So I'm having P union H intersection G. The value will give us just 2. Because 2 will be common factor between P union H prime intersection G. So how many number is there? Number of P union H prime intersection G, we're also having a single number. So with that take care of question 6. So look at question 7. So question 7 says, on a certain day, Mabel rode a bicycle for 45 minutes and then walked for 1 hour, covering a distance of 10.4 kilometers. So the average cycling speed is 3 times the walking speed. So let's take care of question 7a. So first of all, we say the walking speed, we don't know the walking speed now. The walking speed, let's call it U, while the cycling speed cycling speed, let's call it V. So the question says the cycling speed is 3 times the walking speed. That means I'm having V is equals to 3U. Let's call this equation 1. Then it said the total distance covered while walking and cycling is 10.4. Then it cycles for 45 minutes. So time for cycling, the value is 45 minutes. So 2 hours, meaning I'll divide it by 60. I'm having 45 over 60 hours. What am I having? So 45 divided by 60, if I should press my calculator from my end, 45 divided by 60, that will give me 3 over 4 hours. This is now the cycling speed. Why the walking speed is 1 hour. So we know from basic physics, we know that from physics, speed, as we know it, is distance over time. So what will be our distance? Distance for cycling, let me use DC. That's it represents cycling. Is the speed of cycling, which is V, times the time used to cycle, 3 over 4. So we're having 3 over 4 V. Let's call this equation 2. While the walking speed, distance, let's call it dW now, is the speed, which is U, times the hour used to walk is 1 hour. That will give us a U. Let's call this equation 3. So with that, we can now calculate the total distance. Total distance, D total, is equals to distance for cycling plus distance for walking. And the value is 10.4 kilometers. Let's call this equation 4. So what is our cycling distance? The value is 3 over 4V. And our walking distance value is U. So I'm having 3 over 4V plus U is equals to 10.4 kilometers. Let me call this equation 5. So but V is 3U, that's what we concluded from equation 1. But V is 3U from 1. So let's substitute that V now. And as if I'm going to write 3U. So I'm having 3 over 4 bracket 3U plus U is equals to 10.4. So I will simplify this. 3 times 3 will give us 9U over 4 plus U is equals to 10.4. Yes over 1, I can take LCM. My LCM will be 4. 4 into 4 is 1. 1 times 9U will give us 9U plus 4 into 1 is 4 times U will give us 4U equals to 10.4. So this one implies 9U plus 10 will give us 13U. It's equals to 10.4 times of 4. So my U is now what? 10.4 times 4 divided by 13. U equals 2. So let's multiply and divide. 10.4 times 4 divided by 13. That will give us 3.2 kilometers per hour. This is now the walking speed. Let's check what we are asked to find. Say find correct to 2 decimal the walking speed. So I can add, so it's 2 decimal, I can make it 3.20 kilometers per hour. Then the next question says, we have got 2. Say if Mirabel increases average cycling speed by 20%. So we have not gotten the cycling speed yet. We have not gotten the walking speed. So let's find the cycling speed. So our cycling speed, V, we have got 2 now. V was 3U, which is simply 3 times 3.2. That will give us 9.6 kilometers per hour as our cycling speed, VC. So we say increased by 20%. So increased by 20% will be 20 over 100 times 9.4. What are we having? So I'm having times 20 divided by 100. That will give us 1.92 kilometer per hour. So the total speed now, when increased, will be 9.6 plus 1.92. What are we having? That will give us 11.52 kilometer per hour. So that is now our speed when increased by 20%. So let's see, but maintain the working speed. So the working speed for 1 hour, the working speed remains the same. The working speed remains the same. So our U remain 3.2 kilometer per hour. So if that is known, what will we ask to find finally? You said find the time in minutes. The new cycling time. So let's get that. So I need to calculate our total time now. So for walking, time for walking now is the distance. If the distance over time. So the distance does not change because it covers the same distance. Whether increase speed or decrease speed, distance is the same, which is what's our distance? 10.4. 10.4 over 1 remain as over this is speed over time over 1 over t is equals to 3.2. So my t now for walking is now 10.4 divided by 3.2. What are we having? 10.4 divided 3.2. That will give us 3.25 hours. Then speed for cycling, which is my VC, is the distance over the time for cycling. Implies that time for cycling will be 10.4 divided by the increase in speed. What do we have from there? Our increase in speed was 11.52 divided by 11.52. What are we having? 10.4 divided by this. 10.4 divided 11.52. That will give us 0.91 hours. So the total time now, my T now, is now TW plus TC, which is 3.25 plus 0.91. If you add up 0.91, if I add up, I'm going to have plus 3.25. That will give me 4.16 hours. So to minutes, I'm having 4.16 times 60. 1 hour is 60 minutes. So times 60, that will give us 4.16 times 60. That will give us 249.6 minutes. So this is not the time for the question. So let's look at question 8. Question 8, okay, 7b. Say if a line H passing through this point K equals to this, is parallel to this, find the equation of L. It gave us the point as minus 3,5. And the line is 3x minus 2y plus 5. 7b. We have 3x minus 2y plus 5 is equals to 0. So if I make y the subject formula, I'm going to have 2y equals to 3x plus 5. So my y is now 3 over 2x plus 5 over 2. So if I equate it to equation of line, y equals to mx plus c. If I compare, therefore my m will be 3 over 2. For a parallel equation, the first gradient is equals to the second gradient. So my m1 equals to m, the value is 3 over 2. So with that now, we can now find the equation of the line. The point given to us is minus 3, 5. So point minus 3, 5. So equation of line says that y minus y1 equals to m into x minus x1. So this is x1, y1. So if I substitute, I'm having y minus 5 is equals to 3 over 2, which is my gradient, x minus 3. That will give us 3 over 2 bracket x plus of 3. So from here I can cross multiply. So I'm having 2 into y minus 5 is equals to 3 into x plus 3. If I put the bracket, I'm having 2y minus 10 equals to 3x plus 9. So let's rearrange the equation. I'm going to have 2y minus 3x is equals to 9 plus of 10. I'm having 2y minus 3x is equals to 19. So this is now the equation of the line. Let's go to question 8. Question 8. So question 8a is circle geometry. So let me rescale the figure. We are asked to find x in the angle mark x. So let's redraw for clarity purpose. 8a. So we have, this is a circle. We have a line here, a line here, a line here, and here. This is pass through the center. Here is AB. Then the whole of this angle is given to us as 64 degrees. And we are told here is D, and here is C. So here and here are the same. So we are asked to find x. Here is labeled as x. So by telling us that DC is equals to AD, it means that ADC is an isosceles triangle. So I can join from A to C to form the isosceles triangle. So by doing so, I'm obtaining a different triangle ABC, of which angle C is 90 degrees. Why? Line AB is a diameter. Line AB is a diameter. If AB is a diameter, that means angle ACB is 90 degrees. Reason is a semicircle. It's a semicircle, which is half of a circle. That means the whole of this place is 180 degrees, because that's a straight line. So now that is gotten, we know that points A, B, C, and D touches the vertex of the circle. That means point A and point C is opposite cyclic quadrilateral. And also point D and point B are also opposite cyclic quadrilateral. That means I will say angle A plus angle C is equals to 180. Reason, opposite cyclic quadrilateral. That means my angle A is 64 plus angle C, I don't know, equals to 180 degrees. So angle C will give me 180 minus 64. What are we having? 180 minus 64 will give us 116 degrees. So angle C is 116 degrees. So the whole of this place is 116 degrees. The whole of this angle now. And part of that angle is already 90. So this remaining portion here will be what? For angle ACD. That remaining portion will be what? So to get that portion, I will subtract 90 from that value. So my angle ACD will simply be 116 minus 90. What is that giving us? That will give us 26 degrees. It simply means that this angle here is 26 degrees. And don't forget, we are told that angle A is set as angle C. Both of them based on an isosceles triangle. So I will have that angle A is equals to angle C. That means both of them is 26 degrees, raising isosceles triangle. So if I go back, that means this angle here is also 26 degrees. So I can now apply sum of angles in a triangle to form angle D, which is X. So I'm going to have angle A plus angle C plus angle D is equals to 180 degrees, raising sum of angles in triangle. So I'm having 26 degrees plus 26 degrees plus X equals to 180. So 26 plus 26, that will give us 52. So I'm having 52 degrees plus X equals to 180 degrees. So my X will give me 180 minus 52. X will give us what? 180 minus 52. That will give us 128 degrees. That's not the value of X. So let's go back to question 8b. Let's see what we have. Question 8b. Question 8b. Say two consecutive even numbers are such that 1/3 of the larger number exceed 1/4 of the smaller number by 7. Find the numbers. So I'm dealing with two consecutive even numbers. Even numbers are differ by 2. So I will say number 8b now. Let the consecutive even number, let the consecutive even numbers be n and n plus 2. Okay? So we are told that 1/3 of the larger number now, so is the larger number here, is our n plus 2. So 1/3 of it, n plus 2, say it exceed, which is equals to, exceed 1/4 of the smaller one by 7, which is 1/4n plus 7. So I can write this as n plus 2/3 equals to n over 4 plus 7. Yes, over 1. I can take my SCM. I can take SCM on the right hand side, and the NCM is 4. So I'm going to have n plus 2/3. The SCM is 4 now. It will be n plus 28. So from here, I can simply cross multiply. I will have 4 into n plus 2 is equals to 3 into n plus 28. If I expand the bracket, I'm having 4n plus 8 is equals to 3n plus, what is 3 times 28? That will give us 84. To find n, I will collect like terms. I'm having 4n minus 3n is equals to 84 minus 8. Therefore, my n equals to 76. So if this is first consecutive number, where's the other one? The other one was n plus 2. So I'm going to have 76 plus 2. That will give us 78. Therefore, the numbers are 76 and 78. So that's the solution to question 8. Let's look at question 9. Question 9. Okay, here we go, question 9. Here we go, question 9. A. It said the angle of elevation of the top of a tower from a ship and boat are 26.4 and 57.4 respectively. So we have the two angle of elevations. One is 26.4 and the other is 57.4 also from a tower. So how do we solve this? So without drawing the diagram, there's no way you are finding the solution to this question. So the first thing I will do is to draw the diagram. In fact, the question says illustrate the information in the diagram. So let's go, number 9. Question number 9. A, Roman figure 1. So let's say this is the tower, okay? So the angle of elevation of a tower, 75 meter of a tower, 75 meter tower from a ship. So the height of the tower is 75 meters. So from here to here is 75 meter. It says from a ship and boat. It's given that the ship and the boat are on horizontal ground with the tower. So this is the base of the tower. So this is the ground of the tower. So we'll have the ship and we have boats. So for the ship and boats, they are from the top of the tower. So the whole of this angle is now 57.4 degrees. While this angle here is 26.4 degrees. So this is my ship. This is my ship, which is S. This is my boat, which is B. Let's take as the top of the tower T. Let's take here as the foot of the tower F. The question says, illustrate with a diagram. This is 9A, Roman figure 1. We just done that. They calculate to 3 significant figures the distance between the ship and the boat. So the distance between the, let's call it from here to here, and let's call it X meter. So that's what we are looking for. Let's also call here Y meter. So this is the diagram. So we are going to consider triangle ABF, triangle TBF and triangle STF. So let's consider triangle T, B, and F. So remark 2. Triangle TBF, I will have this. This is T, this is F, this is B. The angle here is 57.4 degrees. Here is my 75 meters, and here is Y. So I can simply apply my SOHCAHTOA to find Y. So I apply SOHCAHTOA. So I'm having opposite adjacent, that is tan. So I'm having tan 57.4 degrees equals to the opposite over the adjacent, which is 75 divided by Y. It implies that my Y is simply 75 divided by tan 57.4. So my Y equals to what? So let's divide. 75 divide tan 57.4. That will give us 47.96 meters. So that is the value of Y. So let's consider triangle T, X, and F. If I do that, triangle T, here's T, X, and F. Here's my 90, here remains 75 meters. The angle this time 26.4 degrees. The distance from S to F is now X plus Y meters. So from here, I can also determine the value of S plus Y. So I'm having tan 26.4, which is the opposite. The opposite is 75 now, and the adjacent is S plus Y. So my S plus Y will give me 75 divided by tan 26.4. So X plus Y equals to what? Let's divide. So I'm having 75 divided tan 26.4. That will give me 151.1 meters. So with that, I cannot get my S because we have gotten Y already as 47.96, I mean. So I'm having X now plus 47.96 equals to 151. So my S will be 151 minus 47.96. What would that give to us? Minus 47.96. That will give us 103.1 meter. 103.1 meter. So that's the solution to question 9A. So let's check 9B. It said a sector of a circle has a radius 80 cm and sustain an angle of 120 degrees at the center of the circle. Find correct to five significant figures, the area of the sector. It gave us pi as 22/7. No diagram is given, but it's important you draw the diagram. So we have 9B. So let's say this is a circle. We have a radius, let's call the center O. Radius is 80 cm. Here is also 80 cm. Then the angle sustained at the center of the circle is 120 degrees. So let's call your point A and B. So OAB now is forming a sector. So what's the area of a sector? Area of sector is theta over 360 times pi radius square. So let's fix in our values. So my area now will be 120 over 360 times 22/7 times 18 square. So A is now 120 over 360 times 22/7 times, what is my 18 square? 18 square will give us 324. If I multiply times 120 times 22, I'm going to have 855,360. Then 360 times 7 will give us 2520. So the area is now what? That will give us 339.43 centimeter square. This is now the area of the sector. So let's look at question 10. Question 10 is a very fascinating question. It said, two chords. You know what is a chord? It's a straight line that touches 2 points on the circumference of the circle at a certain distance from the center. Say two chords AB and BC. You can see there's a common point between the two chords, which is point B. So put that into mind. Each 50 centimeter long. So let's consider that the two chords. Question 10. Look at question 10. Question 10A. So let's consider question 10A. So let's say this is a circle. We have two chords with a common point B. So let's say here's the first chord, which is AB. Let's consider here as the second chord. Here's now point C, and each of them is 15 cm. Here's 15 cm. Here's 15 cm. So we must have a center. Where you drew the circle from. We must have a center. So let's go back. It says, then point B is on the circle with center O, such that angle ABC is 120 degrees. So point B, I have center O. Let's from here to here now. So the angle here now is 120 degrees. So this is what we have. Then that's all the information we have. Say illustrate the information in the diagram. We've done so. Then find correct to the nearest whole number the radius of the circle. So we know that from the center to any point of the circumference is called radius. So here is the radius r cm. Here is also radius r cm. So I can join from point A to point C to form another chord. So AC also is also a chord. AC is also a chord. So with that, I can first I will determine the length of the chord AC and the angle sustained at the center, which is O. We determine the angle sustained at the center, the angle here. So we use angle as center is twice angle as circumference. So I'm having angle AOC is 2 times angle ABC, which is angle at center is twice angle at circumference. So angle AOC is simply 2 times 120 degrees. That will give us 240 degrees. So our value here is 240 degrees. So let's get the length of the chord L from A to C. So to do that, I will consider triangle ABC with angles 120 at B. So from there, we know that we can only find AC, which is the length of the chord, by using cosine rule. So my AC represents my small b. So I will have small b squared equals to a squared plus c squared minus 2ac cos big B. So small b squared now will represent my AC squared. The value is now 15 squared plus 15 squared minus 2 times 15 times 15 times cos 120 degrees. So 15 squared is 2, to be sure, let me press it, 15 squared, that is 225, plus another 225, minus, we are having a 225 times, that is 450, times minus 0.5. So I'm having 225 plus 225, plus another 225. What are we having? That will give us a 675. So my small b now, which becomes the square root of 675. What are we having? That is 15 root 3. That will give us approximately 26 centimeter. So here is now, the value here we have here is 26 cm. So with that, I can determine the radius of the circle by using the formula for length of chord. We know that length of chord is 2r sine theta over 2, which is 26. So I'm having sine 2 times r times sine 240 over 2 equals to 26. So that will give us 2r sine 120 degrees equals to 26. So r is now what? 26 divided 2 sine 120 degrees. What are we having? So 26 divided by 2 divided sine 120. That will give us 15 centimeter as the radius of the circle. That is value is 15. Then the question B. So we should find the perimeter of the major segment cut off by the chord AC. So it will be the length of the chord and length of arc, which is from A to C. From here now, this is the area cut off by the chord. So let's find the length of arc from A to C. So remember, go to length of arc as we know it is theta over 360 times 2 pi radius. So we're having the theta now is 240 over 360 times 2 times 22 over 7 times the radius was calculated 15. So my F is now what? 240 times 2 times 22 times 15. That will give us 158400. Then 360 times 7, that will give us 2520. For the what am I having? That will give us 62.9 cm. So the perimeter now will be length of chord plus length of arc, which is, what is the length of the chord we got? Length of chord we got was 26. So I'm having 26 plus approximately 63. What are we having? 63 plus 26, that will give us 89 cm. So this is the value of the perimeter cut off by the chord. So this is all we can take. This is our channel, STEMupAfrica. If you want more exciting videos like this, like, share, subscribe to the channel. I will post chemistry questions the day 2 and the practicals. So stick to the channel to benefit more. Thank you for watching.